These early records were the beginning of writing. The first writing was picture writing. Here are some early Chinese picture words. Can you see what they represent? Later, Chinese writing is less like pictures than the earlier writing was, but we can see the pictures in some of its words. For example, rain, door, horse. Here are some Egyptian words in picture writing. Eye, fish, water, plow. Beginning, starting point. In present-day Chinese writing, most of the marks are not pictures of anything, and a reader has to learn how the Chinese write about 2,000 of these words before being able to read a newspaper. With some of these marks, you may be able to see what the idea is. For example, the sun and moon. Its meaning is bright and open. A man and two marks. One of the meanings is humanity. Learning to read Chinese is much harder than learning to read English, but in word writing like Chinese, the same marks can be read as having the same meaning in different languages. For example, in Mandarin, in Cantonese, and in Japanese. Has to, must. In time, some people discovered how to represent the sounds in words by marks. In any language, there are only a small number of different sounds. By writing down marks to represent sounds, not ideas, people can spell any of the words in a language with only a small number of marks. Every written language today has its spelling system. The hardest languages to spell are those in which, as with English, many of the letters may represent more than one sound. Here is the complete Roman alphabet in which English and many other languages are written. A, B, C, D, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Something written in English has a meaning only if it is read as English, because the letters in English represent English sounds. What is written in Italian must be read as Italian. Spell. Put letters together to make words. System. System. Way parts are put together. Here are letters are put together to represent the sounds of a language. Complete. Something is complete when all of it is there. Will spell. Spell, spells, spelled. Here is the name of the book English Through Pictures, written in a number of different languages. The names of the languages are given in English: Arabic, Bengali, Burmese, Chinese, Greek, Hebrew, Hindi, Japanese, Korean, Persian, Russian, английский язык в картинках, Sinhalese, Tamil, Telugu, Thai, Urdu. Here are the 26 letters used in English with the English names for them spelled out after them. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z, or Z, British way. Some of these letters are used not for one sound only, but for any of two or three or more different sounds. The letter A may have the sound of A in bag, part, again, say, was, any, or for. The letter E may have the sound of E in hell, week, older, earth, or here, or it may have no sound but only an effect upon other sounds which come before it. The A and G in bag have different sounds from A and G in age, for example. Reading English is not as hard as reading Chinese, but it is harder than reading a language in which each letter has only one sound. Are some of the sounds used in one language very unlike any of those used in another? Yes. You may have felt in learning English that some of the sounds it uses are strange, but if you do not have a well-trained ear, you will not hear English words as they are heard by an Englishman or an American. You will hear the nearest sounds in your mother language. A good way of learning to make the sounds of a new language is to use recordings which have spaces after each sentence, giving you time to say what you have heard before the next sentence comes. May have felt, may have had the feeling, trained, taught to do something well. Will feel, will train, feel, feels, train, trains, felt, trained. There are machines which will play back to you again and again, one after the other, the sounds you have made and the sounds you were attempting to make. When you hear what you are doing wrong, you can try to do better next time. For most children, new sounds are easy to make when they hear them, and children seem to hear new sounds better and more easily than grown-ups do. If a family goes to China or France or Finland, to take three countries, those languages are very unlike one another, the children will learn to talk Chinese or French or Finnish much more quickly than their parents will. Try. Make an attempt. Easy. Something is easy for you when you can quickly learn to do it well. It is hard when you cannot. Grown up. Person who is not longer a child, who has grown up into a man or a woman. Will try, try, tries, tried. Why is this? Why is it easy for young children to learn languages? Part of the answer is that children have so many needs. They need to be helped by grown-ups at every turn. They have to make their needs known, and they are always watching the effect of what they say and trying new ways of getting what they want. Children are learning new things all the time. Watching, looking at. Our watches are things we watch. Keep looking to see the time. Always, at all times, all the time. Want, have a desire for. Will want, will watch. Want, wants, wanted. Watch, watches, watched. Another part of the answer is that children are not, as older people sometimes are, fixed in their ways of living. When they are taken about from one country to another, they change easily from one language to another, from one bed to another, from one food to another. Older people are more fixed in their ways. They have been hearing or talking one language for a long time. Their ways of hearing and making sounds and of putting words together are like the rails a train goes on. They have been up and down their lines of talk and thought too many times to change them easily. Children are freer in their ways. They are more like an aeroplane or better like a bird. They are free to go in any direction they want. They are free to hear sounds as they are and make them as they hear them. They are free to put new words together in new ways in talking a new language. Free, opposite of fixed. Change, make a change, make changes in. Will change, change, changes, changed.